Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing today?
Hey.
It's Wrap It Up, and all the buttons have been pushed, and everything's going wild right off the bat. We got the mistakes out of the way. We're out here just straight up chilling, looking at race cars and talking about what happened at the last race where this man showed up, and some people say NASCAR favored him and gave him a little extra time to get to that white flag, and some people say, no, he's the greatest driver in the series right now.
I say I don't care either way. He won.
Because of this break, man, it feels like so long ago.
It was probably, 20 years ago, that race?
We're going. This is Daytona 500 this week, right?
I hope so.
Regardless of the situation, Ryan Priest in a 41 car wrecked, hit the wall, and NASCAR waited that long to throw the caution.
Well, we'll talk about it in a second. Right now, let me get this political endorsement over. We'll be right back in just a moment, baby. Oh, it is mashed taters and no teeth all day long over here. I'm talking super pleasure, just right down the throat. You can swallow it down, drink it. You can have a solid meal or a liquid one, either one you want. Absolutely. As with me, my co-host, as always, Stank Flegel and Justin Harris. We do a little show here called Wrap It Up, and we're showing you every car coming up for this weekend's race at Richmond. Have you ever been there?
Richmond.
I went one time. I think it was 2014. It wasn't that great.
I've been to Richmond, Virginia, but
not the race.
No.
Have you seen the track?
Yes, it's not worth going to.
It looks, it's in the, what's the right word to use? Ghetto? Is that a proper term or no?
It's it's in the less it's in the less thriving part of the city.
There you go. There you go. Economically disadvantaged part of the city. Definitely. I think it's been there just so long the city got old around it and, kind of expanded out, and there's just a lot of old stuff left there. A lot of old homes. And
wasn't Richmond burned down during the Civil War?
Well, it was. I was going to bring that up later.
Do you think they got the track in the process, too?
I think part of the rebuilding back from the Richmond burning to the ground was the racetrack. That was part of their stimulus package. Remember how they did that thing with North Carolina a couple of weeks ago and gave them all that money? You remember that? No. Well, they did, and we went to some of their tracks. What do you want to tell us about this here? You think it's NASCAR waited too long?
Absolutely.
Now, do you think NASCAR purposely waited too long, or it was a judgment call, or do you think they were is it rigged? Let's just get down to it.
I mean, I don't think it's rigged. I just think he did have a special scheme at a special track, and they said, oh, he's leading. We don't have time for a restart.
They'd had several restarts. Justin, I was expecting. I was trying to get some kind of debate format going here for the first time.
Well,
really,
they really just thought the 41 wouldn't be stupid like that thing, and he would get going instead of just sitting there, waiting for a caution.
And he did act like he was going to move. Wheels are spinning. He's making a little motion, and then he's just like a turtle, and he's just dead.
It wasn't necessarily light contact with the wall. It was a pretty good contact with the wall. Was my issue with it.
It's been so long ago, I have no idea.
It's been half a month. It is ridiculous.
Y'all watch the Olympics?
Not a bit.
Yes.
I wanted to watch breakdancing, but was too lazy to look up when it came on.
Hey, today from my alma mater right here in Bristol.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Your
female wrestler took home gold today.
Hey, I saw that.
It's amazing.
That's huge.
Crazy.
Man.
It's Bristol, baby.
Get some.
Let's
Hey,
go.
come on.
Go.
Hey, speaking of Bristol,
I ain't going to Disney World either.
did y'all see they're going to have a Major League Baseball game, Cincinnati Reds versus
saw
the
that.
Braves,
At Bristol Motor Speedway.
here at the track?
Hey, if you thought a football game was good, wait till you see a baseball game.
I got a feeling a baseball game is going to be more boring than a football game.
You were tracking right there with me.
So I think they're just going to build the field in the infield and have the track just there around it. Is that what they're going to do? You think so? Surely, I mean, they can't charge the prices they did for college, right? $145.
Well, yeah, and then what's a home run?
You got to knock it out of the stadium.
Yeah,
It's
out of the
impossible. maybe onto the track.
Like I don't care where you're standing in the infield of Bristol. If you can get it to the track fence, that should be a home run.
Here's
which
a question.
is a pretty good distance too.
Can a guy hit the Colossus with a baseball, like a foul, and just we know some people who operate some things to do with the Colossus, and that's expensive, very expensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they'll think about it. They got smart people on it. Get it, Brad. Get something done. Hey, 45 almost pulled it off.
Yeah.
He wanted to, he almost passed him as they were coming down out of the final turn under caution, just in case the 5 acted like he was going to run out of gas. He wanted to jump around him. And then he backed off a little bit there.
Is it me, or is this guy getting accustomed to second place?
Well, it's not a bad place to be, is it?
Hey, this is a show about paint schemes. What do you think about this one?
It's hot.
Yeah.
It's freaking hot.
Yes.
I love it.
And speaking of Mobile One, just announced this week.
What'd they say?
The GOAT, Juan Pablo Montoya, is returning after 10 years.
How do you think he's going to do?
And the Mobile One 50th anniversary.
I know.
At
Last time the
Watkins
50 is going to run. Because next year, it'll be the 67.
Well,
Back to 67.
Well,
it's only because of the Mobile 51 super speed.
I don't think he'll do great, but just glad to see him back in the series. That's for sure.
I was a
Already?
JPM fan.
I was like,
you all were all about Juan Pablo Montoya.
We were. Montoya.
You were the only people I'd ever met who was just madly in love with Juan Pablo. I knew 2 of you.
Yeah.
It was weird.
And
it was a strange. And now you've got a show together. Y'all might be the only 2 people who are like, oh my God, Juan Pablo Montoya in the same place. There's Matthew. Yep. Interesting, right?
Yes.
Hopefully.
Juan Pablo.
That came out of left field, did it not?
It did. Yeah, absolutely. Body art. He won. One of his wins is there though.
Yeah.
So he might know. But this is hot. I love these colors. It doesn't have the bottles on it or anything, but I'm down for the colors. I like the red, white, and black. It's got some NWO vibes to it.
It does. It's just nice not to see Menards here.
That's true. That's true. Hey, who likes plywood?
Get you some.
Who likes? Look at the back. They haven't even built it yet. Right over the back tire, there's a hole all the way through it. That should not be allowed on the track. Also, how can he have a wooden car and it pass inspection? This is not going to work. They'll have this changed.
I think the proper term is OSB.
There you go. Thank you. Very good. OSB. OSB, Superior Board. I'll tell you that. That's no joke. We got Bubba.
Another one.
The 23. Bubba won a stage 2. So he's got that going for him.
I'm surprised this company can afford to still be on the car.
Well, let me tell you, they sell computers at an incredibly high rate.
But no, they do some server stuff for the Pentagon that got hacked recently.
Oh.
These guys were carrying those servers.
Who are you going to get? Who are you going to fire when the Pentagon gets hacked, right? There's nobody else to go to. Hey, look, let's just pick another guy. It's not an easy switchover.
Department of...
Who's better than the people who are already guarding the Pentagon?
The Department of Defense.
Well, isn't that them?
The DOD.
Man, you'd be surprised how many random dudes and trailers are running Department of Defense computers somewhere. Yeah. It's crazy. Big news, though. This just came out last night. Greg Biffle to take over the 23.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that? That's real.
Greg Biffle.
In the ARCA series.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
Wow.
Just one race.
You got me there.
Oh, look at him.
The Pete Store.
The Pete Store.
This guy continues to run well, right?
Y'all know anybody named Pete? I knew one guy who drove a tow truck in my hometown named Pete. He was my dad's cousin. Drove a 18-wheeler tow truck. Like, this is a big tow truck.
Pete Store. What?
This is his store.
What the hell is that?
Well, you go in, and whatever he's got in his house, you make him an offer. That's how it works.
Okay.
Somehow he had enough money to get Todd Gillen to put it on a car. Now, this is red, white, and black also, but I don't like it. Why is that? I think there's too much red. That's what it is.
It's a cartoon.
There you go.
It looks like a cartoon.
Here's your Menards car.
I thought we were
coming
not
back.
going to see it this week. And
Oh, we saw it.
I forget. They got 3 cars.
But I do like this. When it is a Menards car, the Lippmann Wonder Mop is my favorite.
You love that one? Because of the
Lippmann,
green? Just
I like
green?
the green, but I just like the words Lippmann Wonder Mop. If you give me a bunch of household products, that one's the funnest one to say. Lippmann's Wonder Mop.
Is funnest a word?
Yes, it is now. Welcome.
It's Bristol, baby.
Hey, new paint scheme.
Choice privileges.
Pretty hot. I
right.
like some orange. I like some black. This is the nighttime choice privileges.
This
Ooh, getting sexy.
This is very,
Oh.
it looks just like the Kubota car.
You know what goes on at night in these hotels? Oh, yeah. SVU, baby. Call and book now. Speaking of, our sponsor, White Blaze Outdoors. If you want to get out in the woods and see something rare, call White Blaze Outdoors. If you want to experience things that you never thought you'd have to see in the middle of nowhere with no phone service, call White Blaze Outdoors. If you feel like someone's following you, or maybe it's a bear, call White Blaze Outdoors. They'll be there for you. All right, back to the cars.
Yeah.
Number 10,
There.
overstock. Would it be a race without an overstock car now?
It's bad.
Oh, it is bad. There's no doubt about that. That's bad. Something bad's going to happen there. That's for sure. Grayson going, Gregson, not Grayson. Gregson going to Front Row Motorsports is something their entire career up to this point has always been happy about, right?
Absolutely.
If you're David Reagan, maybe. I don't know.
The silly season.
Is he the new David Reagan?
Well,
Is that what happened? Did we just get a new David Reagan and I didn't realize? Oh, man, I hope that's what happens.
But the silly season carousel's not done turning.
Oh, yeah?
Front row's got a seat, right? Open. Spire's
I don't think they got one open. They got too many drivers.
Yeah, Spire's got a seat.
Spire, listen, there's the whole thing. Let's wait till we get to Spire before we talk about Spire. Have you seen this?
Oh, that's pretty.
That's pretty
hot.
basic.
Basic. Man, a difference of opinion.
Stop all the downloading.
I'm telling you, this is an interesting scheme to me because Coca-Cola very rarely sponsors cars. And this will not be made as a diecast. Coca-Cola will not allow their trademark to be put onto a Lionel diecast.
Wow.
So you'll only get this if you have a custom made. You would think they would want to cash in on this, right? You would sell like 100,000 of these.
Yeah, hey, you're a history guy when it comes to this sport.
Sure. I think I'm a doctor.
For years,
yeah.
Hendrick had its loyalty to Pepsi.
Well, loyalty goes as far as
Money.
They also, the last thing he had, what was the energy drink the 9 had? A Sock or whatever? A Shock. That's owned by Dr. Pepper Bottling Corporation. So he's had the 3 biggest now. He's had all 3 go through him on the number 9. So they won't make this. Also, this was supposed to be Hooters' last race for their contract, and they couldn't pull it out for one more.
I didn't realize, is Chase part of the Coca-Cola racing family?
He is now since Dr. Pepper skipped out after Mountain Dew skipped out.
I know it was Logano, Suarez, Austin, Dillon.
But also, you got to keep in mind now, you can't see this. Back here on the back over the fender, where it's wrote there, it says Slim Chickens.
What?
Slim Chickens.
No,
S-L-I-M.
Are you making this up?
I am not making it up. It says Slim
It
Chickens.
sounds like something you would make up.
I know.
But I can see it.
It says Slim Chickens. I have no idea what Slim Chickens is. Oh, look. On the side of the dig it. Oh. Man, you're a genius. Where's the applause?
Oh, my
Give me some
goodness.
Wait, we lost. Good job, Matt. Matt says if you're on other places or watching after, Matt says the Slim Chickens on the sides of Dig It Hooters supposed to race this. Man, never thought of that. That's beautiful. You know what?
Slim Pickens.
Rap of the week. That pushed it over right there. They gave it to it. You're never going to probably see this again unless Coca-Cola picks it up, but I doubt it.
I liked it.
I think it's a good layout. The Coke thing goes well with it.
They needed a bottle on it.
Hey, let's put this one down in the gutter.
Yeah, that one.
Don't even have it on the screen.
Box tops.
I didn't even know box tops were still a thing. Did you?
I didn't know boxes were. I figured it'd be digital. You'd scan 1 grain of rice, the barcode on. If you guys online, Matt, I know Matt's commenting right now. He's over on YouTube. Matt, have you noticed now that there's barcodes on each grain of rice that you eat? It's coming out of China. They're barcoding all the rice, and when you swallow them, they can trace them. See, so you just scan that barcode of rice, and then your box top money goes to Yeah, right. It's an ugly freaking car.
Go back.
It is ugly.
Go back. Oh, the Slim
Okay,
Chickens.
there
Yeah,
we go.
good job.
There we go.
Good job. All right.
Another
Delaware
ugly
Live.
car.
Look at him.
Look at. I forgot this guy existed.
He's their big boy now. He's their senior man. He's the only man. Everybody else is being fired that's driving for them.
He's a good driver, though.
So does
He
Zane Smith go to front row?
Oh, yes. Good point.
Does Trackhouse has a lot in play in this whole thing? Their man Connor Zilch just went to Junior Motorsports.
Mm-hmm. Hear me out. Now, I said this like a year ago before it was on everybody's radar. Okay?
Andretti.
Yes. Andretti buys into Spire, and then they put what's his name? The Andretti guy in
Marco?
In the 7.
Next year.
Maybe. I don't think it's a good idea.
Well, no.
I also think if that happens, and if with Honda comes, obviously, boom, there they go, because Spire's trying to move to a next echelon anyway. They are very much the kind of team that, like when Dodge came back or Toyota came in, that they latched themselves to, like Waltrip and both times. Waltrip for Dodge, and nobody remembers that. Waltrip originally drove like a Dodge one year.
Wow, I don't remember
before
that.
Toyota kicked in. Yeah,
I remember when Toyota came in.
Yeah, right. And it sucked because, of course, Mikey was trying to do it all himself.
It's on sale.
Look at this.
Oh, no.
Hunting's on sale.
Yes.
Just hunting now. Just hunting. So,
yeah.
What does that mean? Like, if I go in a Bass Pro Shop and I fire a gun, I don't have to pay as much. Is that what they're saying? Like the fine for discharge in a public. If I'm in there and I say, oh, I was hunting that bird, because they have stuffed birds, right? They have stuffed animals.
Mm-hmm.
They're not cuddly stuffed animals. They're real
wild animals.
They're dead. They have dead animals. Is that a better description?
It's going to be a night race.
Yes, sir.
You're going to be able to see this guy.
Exactly. You'll
But no one
never
cares.
see him coming.
No one cares.
Dead on the track. Oh, here it is. Mr. Hate You Girl. Get out. Mr. Steal You. Where do you think he goes? This is obviously another Spire Gangbridge thing because of the shape.
I don't think this guy stays in Cup next year.
Where do you think he goes?
I don't know.
Did you see the post where people were saying maybe he was going to FD Racing, FDNY Racing? It's the one.
The 44 car.
It's a truck.
Oh.
It's a like
Fire Department of New York.
Yeah, truck. It's I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah,
they're not good. Okay, Spencer Boyd, I think, was driving for him at one point.
Do we need to pull up this guy's stats?
Well,
he's not good.
But people were rumored that he's going there, and the team put out a thing saying, "No, we don't want him," on social media, trolling him
to
his face.
Oh wow!
And everybody, yeah. So I'm like, dang, he may not have a ride in anything. Maybe he'll be a spotter.
I don't think this guy stays in Cup next year. I don't see it. This car does become an interesting ride, though. I
think the whole team becomes interesting.
Well, hasn't Kyle been closely associated lately?
Yeah.
Rumors keep coming up.
Listen.
That's interesting,
That's a good possibility. The guy who actually is like the owner, mainly, of Spire Motorsports at the start of their career was Kyle Busch's spotter. He's Kyle Busch's buddy. He bought KBM from Kyle. He already has Kyle signed up to run a full-time truck series when he retires from the Cup. If you just put him in that car, and you could elevate your team possibly with Randy Childress up to like a B.
Rodney.
Yeah, Rodney. To like a B+, A-. From where are they now? I don't know, C-?
I don't see this happening, but
I don't either. But
Kyle
they can buy it out.
Kyle go to the 7.
They bought out Tyler Reddick.
Corey to the 8.
No, here's the rumor is Corey's maybe going to the 15 actually, because now today everybody's like Justin Haley. And supposedly Hendricks might be interested in Justin Haley in the future.
Ooh.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
There he is. Look at him.
Money.
Big Rick.
Hendrick.
Look at this one.
Oh man, we got
nudity.
We got models on there this week.
That's him.
Shoo, that's
He's going to drive in his underwear. It's very dangerous. Should there be a fire, he will be burnt severely. There will be a lot of burn marks and screaming, flesh torn. This is not a good move to win the Cup with. Jordan, you ever wear this kind of underwear? Get real dark here.
I don't have this
detailed.
brand of underwear. I have this brand and other stuff, but
you have this brand and other stuff.
Shirts.
Shirts. Do you wear them? Or they make you cool?
No.
Yeah, okay.
I already am that.
Oh. Good for you. Hey, speaking of a man who's going to Spire.
Pit stop.
Announced yesterday, I guess, on Tuesday, that now his crew chief is going with him. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's got stuff.
Man.
Yeah.
He's a goodie.
I really do see Zane going back over to this team. That makes the most sense.
Yeah, me too. They really liked him, supposedly. It's a good possibility.
Does Trackhouse like him enough?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I think the other.
I don't know if they do. I think SVG. Wouldn't you take SVG?
I think the other X factor is just Daniel Suarez. I think he's got one more year in that contract, but
I don't know.
Pitbull's
gone.
No, it turned out it was fake.
It was fake news.
Yeah, Justin Marks came out and said which it was it was a real source, right? It was.
Yeah, it was like Forbes.
Yeah, it was somebody big. Yeah,
it was like Newsweek and Forbes.
So it turns out it was bullcrap.
Oh, I remember saying if Pitbull's gone, then I'm afraid my man Suarez will be
that's what I think
out of
too.
there.
Yeah, but now Pitbull put his name on a
Ross
college football stadium in
yeah.
Florida or something. College football, I think it was.
Oh, really?
It's called Pitbull Stadium now.
It's buying it all,
What
man.
college? Do you know?
FIU, I think.
Hey.
Florida International.
Wait, no,
I've been by
okay.
there a couple times.
I thought I knew somebody went there, but I didn't. Anyway, 71's crap again, boring. He got a finish that is better than what he normally pulls off, so you got to give him credit there, right? I mean, that's something. What about the 15? What would you think if you saw him out on the street?
Is that Riley Herbst?
That is going to be Riley Herbst this week. Last week, finished in 18th was Cody Ware driving the car.
How?
I don't know. He actually, remember, like he lost an entire, inside of a tire, just husk came out. And also, speaking, this should be on our show because we're a paint scheme show. Remember last week he had this pretty nice paint scheme. It was like early 90s, like colors, and it said Zoob on it or Zoom or something. What did it say? You too busy on your phone for a talk show?
No.
Just, okay.
This is relevant to the show.
He's checking facts, folks. Fact checker. I like this. Good job. It's good citing of history. Good job, Jordan.
You know what? I really think that Trackhouse could use that $6 million, Pitbull.
Absolutely.
You heard it here first.
What a hard take, Jordan.
Come on, Armando.
What were we talking about?
Riley Herbst.
Yeah.
Riley Herbst. Oh.
I asked you something about him.
He loves potato chips.
That's true.
He's driven previously for Front Row. Everyone says he's got to be one of the next ones in line to move up to Cup full-time.
Which may be this car, they're saying.
Yeah.
Also. Or the 67, which is weird. I don't know about that.
The stronger name I saw recently was Corey Haim on that car.
For 67?
It's for $67, yeah.
Yeah, I figured that. He's the Toyota boy, but, I don't know. But anyway, so...
he's a better man than I am. I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry for him.
Well, I'll tell you this. There's a possibility that I heard just today that, say, they go with your boy here. Go with... who was it that was going to switch places with?
Justin Haley.
Yeah, that's right. So that was the 51. I'm thinking backwards. I'm dyslexic. So anyway, the 15, Kaz Grala, normal driver, the most driver of this. This is what I'm trying to get to. He's got nothing. He's dead. All right, the 51, here he is.
Pinnacle.
The Pinnacle's in Bristol.
It's Bristol, baby.
It's a big shopping center we just built. It says home improvement, but don't go over there. There will be no home improvement. There's a Bass Pro Shop. There's
CarMax.
Car Wax, yes. We have Car Wax. There's a McDonald's. Go check it out. Justin Haley loves
cookies.
But apparently everybody's in love with Justin Haley for real. Apparently, they're like, maybe Justin Haley gets a Hendrick ride.
Can I fact check?
Please do. Please do. I would love it. But first, tell me about these damn wheels right here.
I like them.
Those wheels.
Those wheels
are the best
They
wheels
are pretty hot, honestly.
ever.
It's like the hottest picture of wheels I've ever seen on a race car.
The rest of the car is trash.
Absolute trash. Hey,
that's not trash.
Not trash. Listen, we see it all the time, but I just can't get tired of it.
It's just there's so much sonar going on and just can't handle it.
We need a sonar sound. Didn't we have a sonar sound?
I don't know.
Hey, this is old news, but
that's pretty close.
That's close.
That's like if the submarine's being attacked.
Yeah. Just hanging around.
No.
This is
what y'all doing down in the sub?
Just hanging around.
Will you read this quote on air?
You read it.
This is from June.
You've got eyes.
Justin Haley on Future with Rick Ware. This was in June.
Yeah.
If he wants me to stay for 5 to 10 years, I'll stay.
But when Rick Hendrick shows up, and Rick, you'll be like, oh, thank you, Rick Ware. Bullcrap, Rick Ware. Rick Hendrick.
Speaking of does Keselowski have any say who goes into those
he does.
Rick Ware cars?
He does. But he's obviously already cool with.
I was in this shop recently.
Really?
And you could see you saw the door going into the RWR section.
Was it late at night after everybody went home?
No, it was there in broad daylight. It said RWR.
And nobody
shop.
was there, and you got in.
No, they didn't lock the doors because no one wants to break into Wickwell Racing.
Well, really, I mean,
Wickwell Racing.
Really, it's not even its own race shop. It's just a shop. It's like a barn that's on the property of RFK.
It's probably in the basement.
Like the basement of the barn.
Yeah.
I heard they have actual horses on the main floor.
Yeah.
And then the cars below it. Hey, it's the nighttime, so he's going to run the white scheme instead of the black one. He's got
Take a look at this motherload.
Why ain't he won a race yet? First of all,
is this a Saturday or Sunday night race?
This is a
Sunday night.
It's been changed also. I was just informed about 5 o'clock Wednesday that because of the hurricane situation or something, or storms, I don't know, that everything until Saturday is already canceled. And they're going to try to squeeze everything in Saturday and Sunday, but nothing Friday now. Truck race was happening. I guess truck race was it already on Saturday?
Probably Friday night.
It was probably Friday night. Now it's Saturday or whatever. Just don't try to find. We're still got to wait a few more days for NASCAR. That's what I'm telling you. Hey, you know who gets us? He gets us. Who's he? You got to get down there and ask Ty Gibbs himself. Only he knows. He gets us.
That's right.
Didn't y'all look this up about he gets us? Like, one of you were telling me something about who backed it or something?
Yeah.
Or something going on.
I'm not sure.
After the Super Bowl commercial, there was a lot of controversy about it, and I can't remember exactly.
Well, it obviously wasn't anything too crazy then, was it?
Well, it was like weird because it was like just a few like people that questionable agendas or something that are like pouring millions of dollars into this.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what it was exactly.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, we are a show of race cars, but second most, we are a show that is about conspiracy theories. And where's that of the week here?
Who?
I think I erased it.
I don't have no conspiracy theories.
I don't either. Where did the reptilian go?
Oh, we don't have any
No, you do. Right there,
there
it is.
it is.
So, just based on this conspiracy, I'm going to name this car Reptilian of the Week. Here, if Jordan will turn off. But you know what? That's all right. Leave the subscribe on. He can do it. Look, the Reptilian man will tell you.
The Reptilian man will.
Yeah, exactly. He'll subscribe. And if he doesn't, if you don't subscribe, he does. And then he wins. Right?
Yes.
You've got to be subscribed. Let me
Tell
show
him
you
what he's going to win.
What you can win this week. And these are the times when I'm talking like this. I'm just trying to kill time because I cannot find a button. Right there it is. So this week, don't push these buttons, Jordan. Turn off the button, Jordan.
I only pushed one.
Well, unpush it. Here we go. We got free stuff. Look at this. You can look at it.
What are we giving away this week?
All we have to do is hit these low numbers. We need like 300 and some people on Facebook and like 400 people on YouTube. And we're giving away signed stuff at 1,000. That's a picture out of the Hendrick Museum, one of a kind. See Facebook page for details. No one over 100,000 years old is allowed to enter. Shop at your local Piggly Wiggly for more details.
What is that?
This is
rhinos.
Rhein. You got to say it like a German. It's a water heater.
Oh.
They heat up water.
I thought Ream had that covered on Christopher Bell's ugly
They
Ream
do.
cars.
So here we are. We got
competition.
Competition. We used to have state water heaters. Remember, they used to show up Kurt Busch and some people in the 4-car back in the day, and they sponsor one of the sons or nephews in Xfinity. Not Jeffrey. Was it Jeffrey Earnhardt? Or yeah, I don't know. Doesn't matter. We don't talk about that on this show. Look, here's Cheddar's American. Have you guys even been to America?
This guy's been in Europe the last 2 weeks and comes back and runs this paint scheme.
He knows what he's coming back to.
Well,
is the real thing.
So,
steal your country.
Question Question time.
Okay.
Does this man get a win?
Yeah. Just wrap it up one way or the other.
Go ahead.
Does this man get a win?
God, I hope so. But it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good.
A lot of hard luck, though.
Yeah, very
ton
much.
of hard luck.
Very much. It's a hard. Honestly, I'm not saying the 3's going to win ever, but he's had a lot of bad luck himself this year. RCR as a whole has had a lot of bad luck, but that don't change the fact that they ain't won nothing. Oh, what about the 41? When you're talking about maybe the worst paint scheme of the year, I got to say, this is the worst thing in the history there. Look how flat it is. It's trash.
They're just not putting money into anything.
Trash.
Over there, are
they? They don't have the money. They don't know what to do with it. This is just for a haircut. The style of haircut. Who even pays for that?
Was there a?
I thought it was Mohawk.
Was there a for the single car Haas factory team?
Is that an N? M-O?
It's Mohawk.
I thought it was Mohawk too. He said it's Montauk. But I don't know which one of you are right. Now that I stare at it, it looks like an AI thing. It just looks like wiggles to me now. The more I look at it,
Montauk. You're right.
I think y'all figured out how to make me not be able to read English. I might be having like a stroke or something right now.
No, it's doing the same to me.
What the freak is going on? This scheme is cursed. Get away from it. No, go back. Reptilian of the week again.
Oh no!
Nobody
wants any of this? This is some reptilian magic.
Did the Haas factory team announce? Did they announce what number?
They're going to keep the 41 because Cole ran it before. I guess that's the thought.
Custer.
So he's running it again.
Gotcha.
Here's the 19 back to his regular Bass Pro. He's had Bass Pro as a sponsor a couple times since we last saw this one, though, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. He had some red, white, and blue, and what's that?
He's not going to win again?
This man's retired.
Yeah. You know what? This race, though, could be his best chance to win the rest of the year, honestly.
Well, yeah.
Stupid!
You don't agree, or he's stupid?
Well, he's in the playoffs pretty much on points as long as we don't get that many winners.
We got, 5 races?
I think
4 spots? Is that right? We got 12 winners?
Yeah, I think
Montoya's
getting in.
Well, you might be right. Listen,
actually, no.
The one race I was at Richmond, Montoya was about to win it.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And then something was like
Kevin
2
Harvick
laps. Kevin Harvick got him. Yeah. And I was very disgruntled about it.
Well,
yeah. Okay.
Family
Dollar.
Man, okay. Can we talk about this team for a
Family
second?
Dollar.
All right. So after the Indy race,
Yeah.
Hey, that's my man right there, Montoya for president.
Absolutely.
So
Montoya president.
after the
Facebook.
Indy race, Jimmy Johnson fires most of the 84 team members.
You're the boss, Jimmy.
Did
He
you
did?
See,
I'm
did
the
you see
boss.
that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he fired like everybody from the 84 team.
On the 84, like you
On
run
crew
what?
chief, like,
you
whole
run
crew,
Like, you run like what?
everybody.
4 races a year.
Yeah, right. And he's just like,
It's their fault.
everybody, you're fired.
It's your fault.
He got in a wreck
That's
near
all.
the end of the race.
That's
It's not their fault.
I know. I'm like, why is this guy firing everybody?
Somebody's got to die. Might as well.
But was it Jimmy that Jimmy's got to have final say on everything?
Yeah. He, even like a T-shirt. Like, they can't do anything. Like, he has to approve everything. It's a good thing it's not the 90s. You know how much crap they made in the 90s? Like, trinkets and belt buckles and keychains and crap. Like, Dale Earnhardt would spend his whole life just looking at merch going, yep. I mean, speaking of...
hey, Pie Barker.
That's the most Appalachian thing anybody's ever said. Pie Barker?
Hey, Pie Barker.
Hey,
what is,
that I'm going to translate. Now, I don't even know if I can... I'm so Appalachian, I don't know, but I'll try to take one step less Appalachian. Can I borrow some chewing tobacco, he said. Say it again for them.
Hey, Pie Barker.
Yeah. See, you got it? Borrow from Backer? This is something he's had a couple times.
What is?
He led the 400. You remember that? He was in second, and then he totally went to crap. And that's what we suspect from him. I don't like the blue number.
Fire and safety.
Yeah.
That's what this company is.
Fire and safety.
What's... Wait.
It's not fire safety. It's fire
and safety. So, like, your house is on fire. Here, like, learn this, like, how to put on PPE, protective equipment. Is that what?
Call Pie Barker.
Pie Barker.
Pie Barker.
Come here, back Charles Barker. That's it. When they were established? 1946. Well, that was a whole different things going on then. Well, I trust them now. What are they? I'm not wanting a 1946 fire alarm. My gosh. You know what I think? Yeah, it's pretty bad, ain't it?
This is terrible.
Wow.
It is terrible. I'm so sick of it. I wish they would get a company to actually sponsor them so they'd stop running this. Because
this Cup team got any future?
it kind of goes with it.
This whole organization?
Yeah, they're going to stay in Cup. They're going to keep because they're just like Gainbridge. They're a giant money firm, and they write all this off for product stuff, and they're not really waiting or trying to make money selling these things right now. It's a long-term game for them. They're thinking they're buying in like the NFL in the 80s, and then, now, back then you could get it for like 20 million or some crappy team, and now $1 billion for a team. So they're playing, all these investment firms are playing a long-term game of we're buying teams, we'll wait 20 years, 10 years, cash out. That's the idea. So they're going to hang around for a while, I guarantee it, because they got too much money involved already. They can't lose that money for their stockholders, investors.
Well, they just need to speak to Teresa Earnhardt then.
Yeah, she'll tell them.
I mean, no one sets a price for a charter. There's no set price.
That's right.
Whatever you feel like.
That's true. But you got to have somebody to buy it, right?
No market value.
Right? Except for Junior. But there's rumors this week that another giant investment firm comes in, buys everything, and lets Junior run it and name it so the value's higher, that it's his.
Well, you got
but they're invested, and later on they'll sell out and get out of it. But Junior, of course, would said he'd never sell out, so he would still own his part of the team, and they would sell out. Like petty organization, you know how that happened. It's the exact same thing. They got a plan. They study these things. Speaking of people who need to study.
Pa Barker.
Let's move on. Rewards.
Hey.
Have you ever been rewarded?
It's just nice to see FedEx back on the car.
He's strong up there.
FedEx back on the car, though. That's
You
nice.
But it's not normal FedEx. It's FedEx Rewards. So, like, if you ship any 2 packages, you get a free appetizer. You just have to bring in your ID card, and then you get fuel points also for shipping packages.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Enough said. Hey, big yellow man. It's Hulk Hogan, folks. Yellow and red. Here he comes. Coming to Richmond to tell you lies.
Wolverine and Deadpool.
Did you see Wolverine and Deadpool?
That was a great movie.
Oh, my gosh. It's amazing. I know you didn't see it.
Joey Logano.
Movie of the year.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah,
But we can't talk about that. Joey.
Well, I'm going to save my picks for the race at the end.
Okay.
I ain't going to tell y'all.
You thinking Joey's a good pick?
I don't know.
It is a smaller track. Look
What
at this
is
new
this?
thing.
Procter
and Gamble.
Where'd they get that money?
Procter & Gamble is one of the richest companies on earth.
Yeah, but I'm wondering how did
Well, when you're
Sarah
selling,
Haas pick that
well,
up?
they only charge $15,000 now.
Every household item that you own is made by them.
Yeah, they decided to sponsor it for. It's an honor to serve. I can't see the other side. It's an honor to serve those who serve. Those who serve. Yes, okay.
Oh,
so it's a patriotic
military.
military. Do we have a holiday thing this weekend? Because Kyle was running a white and blue also. Is there a date? I'm forgetting. No,
Nope.
They're just doing it. Go for it. I don't like this though because the hood, that kind of looks generic. That whole thing that's on there, it looks like clip art.
it is.
Yeah, exactly. Other than that, I like the colors on the
Look
fender.
at that. Look at the little. Is that on the other, on the 10 and the 41, the SH there on the little stripe of the front?
On the front. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I
It's
didn't
just
notice
hid
it.
in there sometimes. Yeah. They don't put it exactly. You can see it's right there on the 21 also, but it's theirs. The Wood Brothers.
Hey.
Does your boy Burton get him a ride next year? Where does he go?
Not in Cup.
Do you think he gets an Xfinity ride?
I do.
Do you think it's Haas?
No.
I think it might be like the 98 if Riley Herbst leaves because Ford's got him, right? That's going to be Ford hookup team. That's the main
I think
freaking Ford Xfinity team now is Haas.
I think Haas Xfinity becomes Haley Deegan and Ryan Preece.
I think Haley Deegan is done, my friend. I think she's moved on over to.
I don't think so.
I think she's gone. Well,
She's
might
going to
come back.
go on over to Danica's house.
Or back to
Danica
truck.
could win over there and couldn't win in NASCAR, so
She
maybe
might
it's
go-
got nothing to do with being a woman, though. I'm not saying just one woman is the same, but it's a weird path to follow. Not many people do. So
Danica.
You're right. Oh, my God, the Danica count. I did. Good job. We're up to Danica count 11 with no numbers, but we've mentioned Danica 11 shows. That's pretty good. This is, I don't know what episode number this is for the year.
Yeah, but
Harrison Burton.
that's
Rap of the
my-
week?
that's my
Rap of the week.
That's my rap of the week.
Call the hospital.
Yes.
I think he's definitely got something wrong with him.
It's nice. I like it.
Hey, guess who's back again?
Oh, Todd
So,
Dillon.
back in the 16.
Woo, back to the 16. He was in a different car last week. He was in the 33, and in the 33, of course, we didn't see the 33. Yeah, smack him up. Give him some luck there. Where did he finish in the 33?
You said, I think you predicted on the show, was it not? You said 30th.
Yeah, I probably did.
And,
I'm trying to remember. I'm going to try to look it up now because I can't remember.
At least Todd Dillon's got a better paint scheme than he normally does.
He does. It's actually not that bad.
It's not too bad.
right there.
There he is, 19th.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty close. He blew my expectations out of the water last week for
wait, did he
third
beat-
car.
Did he beat Austin?
No. Austin had a good run actually last week. Remember, we saw him in that camo car way up at the beginning of the show.
Oh, yeah.
But right now, this was Dinger. Dinger got in a wreck with the 24. Remember, the 24 hit the inside wall hard.
Yeah.
And bounced around, and the Dinger felt left out from camera time and was just like, I'm going to go over there and do that too. And just came over and barely tapped the wall beside of him. So, but Ty, next week, how much better does the car do? Right? Dinger puts it all the way back in 37th. Ty Dillon, what does he get? There's 37 cars this week. There were 39 last week.
35.
29th.
29th. That's a good guess, actually. I like that. I'm not going to tell you mine. I'm going to wait till the end.
There's that one.
24. He's same scheme he ran at Indy that he smacked the wall with. So if schemology plays into anything, this is a bad luck for Byron, but we know he's won in this as well. We were there. Hey.
Oh.
This is
there it
another
is.
patriotic scheme.
Is it? Is that what it is? Because I wasn't sure what it was at all, honestly. This one's too real, the worst paint scheme in the history of the earth. This is, listen, you don't even have to wait to the end of the season for the worst rap of the year right here. Is there anything, listen, let's just be honest. Is there going to be anything worse than this?
Oh, man.
Rap of the year on people on Facebook. Oh wait, no, we got a cut. Yes, we had calls this week. Hold on, I didn't have time. I forgot what I'm doing. Let's get the cut of the week in here. You ready? And hear what they had to say.
That's a good time after this.
Good job.
This right here.
This garbage. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna play it straight from my phone.
Hey, what up? It's your boy Matty Ice, aka Matt Carr, calling into the meat line.
How you doing, Matt?
To lay down some powerful ribs, all basted up, ready for you. I want to talk to you about that little comparison that you got. It doesn't matter who you put up against Dick Trickle. He is going to win. I don't care. I don't care about stats, wins, championships. Dick Trickle, he went all over the United States racing. He was in Cup for, Jesus, who knows how long.
That's true.
But let me tell you, any man that can engineer a helmet that he can smoke during a race, as much cigarettes as he wants during a race. I mean, there's even pictures of him drinking while racing. Dick Trickle's a legend. Anybody you put up against him, he's gonna win. They're gonna lose. Dick Trickle is a legend, an absolute beast. And that's my meat that I'm slapping down for you. Dick Trickle, no one else wins against him. Legend.
I agree.
He's still going.
Man was ingenious.
He was.
NASCAR said no. He said screw it.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I'll wrap it up.
Whoop. All right. Thanks for calling, Matt. Listen, that's a great point. Dick Trickle won more races than anybody, like not NASCAR races, just, around the country. He had like over 1,000. He wasn't even sure.
I mean, that's like Kenny Wallace.
Well, also, let me give you this. Dick Trickle one time, I hope I'm remembering this right. There's a lot of stories. A lot of things happen. Dick Trickle comes out of turn 4 one time in his car and passes, I can't remember who for the lead. At the start-finish line, the race is still going as he's lighting a cigarette, right, at Darlington. I believe that was Dick Trickle. So that tells you something right there. I'm pretty wait, or was that? Yeah, I think that was Trickle. Anyway, I could be wrong. All right, so who are you guys picking? You remember what this whole thing, the call we got last week, we asked. There was head-to-head, 2 drivers versus each other. Dick Trickle versus Slick Johnson. And Dick Trickle, I think the people have spoken. Obviously the winner, right?
Well,
we didn't have head-to-head today because I didn't think anybody was interested. And then people called. Maybe we'll have head-to-head again. I don't know. We'll see.
This week, my pick, all right, he's having a solid year, solid run week after week. He's winning races.
Well, Pablo Montoya?
Well, besides Montoya.
Move up to the microphone so the people can hear you.
So I'm right against the microphone, my
Put it
friend.
in your mouth.
It's right here. Can't you see? So anyways.
Yeah.
So, my pick this week.
Godzilla's coming.
In Richmond, Virginia, the former Confederate capital.
Yeah. Why do you keep bringing that up? You trying to make this show a hate crime or some kind?
No,
You trying to get us on a watch list?
I'm just giving
on YouTube talking about Confederates right now?
I'm giving a history lesson.
Oh, yeah. You're a history teacher. That's a valuable source.
Yes.
I used to be. Then they figured it out.
So I'm going to go with the one and only, the legendary.
We're just dragging this out.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell, Christopher.
That's a good pick.
So
sturdy pick, but again, I think he might fail inspection just because his car's made of plywood.
OSB.
You're right again. Good job. Oh, I don't even. All right, Justin, what do you think? Or you want me to go next? You want to go down the line? How you want to do it?
go down the line right there.
All right, listen.
'Cause I'm debating.
Hey, right there's your pick on the table. Ty Dillon. It's on the table.
I wish.
The car's already on the screen.
I wish the
That's
Colonel.
yours, yep, right there.
Ty Dillon, baby.
I'll roll with it. If he was driving the 13, maybe. The Geico car. Maybe. Ford has come alive. Penske is running great. Short track dominance. Joey Logano.
Ooh, that's a solid.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't think you'd ever pick Logano for anything.
Well, it's not that I like Logano. I'm just telling you who's probably going to win the race.
That's a good pick.
Right?
You just kind of stole me.
What do you think? Is your mind blown?
So I'm going to go with the 11, I think, but 22 is like right there.
Ooh.
Since
It's
it's
a
half
hard
the
one.
it's half the number, so I can go with the 11.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I don't know.
These
The
are
22
all
won the
great
the
picks.
All-Star thing, and this is kind of similar to
That's what I was
Wilkesboro a
thinking,
little
right?
bit.
Yeah, that's where my mind went.
That's
Especially in Ford's come alive, man. Blaney's won 2. The 2 even won. I'm like, Penske's a little hot right now, you know?
But I don't know. I'm
I don't know.
I'm
Gotta
going
see
with the 11.
odds. Gotta see the odds. That's good picks. Good picks. You know, I was going to do something else, but I totally forgot what it was, so never mind.
Wow, just restart rally.
There
Right
you
there
go.
it says.
Right there, baby. I was going to bring up some point, but that's not it. But we did talk about free stuff, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did we talk about? Okay.
They
Then
won.
I guess we've
Comment.
fulfilled all of our contractual obligations then.
Tell us who's going to win the race. If you pick it right, we'll send you the free stuff.
That's right. T-shirts. We got 2 free T-shirts coming out to you. We just send them out like once a month. I just sent out a box of some. Somebody won like the week before Indy. And hopefully they made it over to you. We've got more of these, and they've got to go. There are discounted prices. All you got to do is say who wins the race. And you get them both mailed to your house. Anybody got any final thoughts or anything they want to hit the people with? Got to subscribe. You got to hook it up. Book it up. Man, I couldn't say anything better myself right there. That horn.
Cold custard.
Here, give
Cold
the
custard.
13 a good whack in there. We didn't do that earlier. There,
There he is.
these Lionel diecasts are actually kind of
They're
better
pretty-
made than you think,
they're
honestly.
durable.
I really tried to baby all my diecasts, but they can really take a punch, honestly. It's quite ridiculous. Jordan, you got anything before we head out for this one?
No, I'm looking forward to September 13th weekend.
That's my
15th.
birthday.
Is it really?
I shouldn't have said that on the internet.
It's Bristol, baby.
That is not Bristol.
What is it?
That is
Other than my birthday.
Watkins Glen.
Oh, because Juan Pablo Montoya.
That's gonna be a good race. I think that's one of SCG's races too. And
Oh, man. That might be something.
probably Allmendinger as well. Well, maybe not Allmendinger if it's a 16 car. But
I ain't going to Disney World either.
Well, that's enough of you talking. We're going to get out of here tonight. And we appreciate all of you tuning in. If you stay around, the show's about to end, but if you come back to the channel in about 5 minutes, you might see something amazing that you won't be able to see that will never be recorded again. We'll see. It's always a mystery. Just see what happens. A Logano winner right there from a man on Facebook. Just make sure it's in the comments. If Logano wins and you're the only one that picks him, boom, you got those 2 shirts. It's that easy.
There you go.
All right, folks, we love all of you. Make sure you're subscribed, followed on the Facebook. We got to get the numbers up so we can pump out more free stuff. We love every single one of you and hope you don't die in a terrible, terrible way. We will see you next week. Bye.